genes and their alleles. Every gene has two alternative forms for a character which produce different effects. These alternative forms of genes are called as allele. For example, for character tongue rolling, two alternative traits are there, tongue rollers and non-tongue rollers. Both these traits are controlled by different forms of the same genes, and these different forms of the same genes are called as alleles. Now, dominant and recessive allele. Out of the two allele of a gene, one is dominant and another is recessive. The allele which is going to express itself in an offspring, that is dominant allele, and which is not able to express itself, that is recessive. According to the rules of genetics, dominant gene is represented by capital letter. Like here, for tongue rolling, it is represented by capital R, and for its another trait, that is non-tongue rolling, for that recessive allele is responsible. And according to the rule of genetics, recessive allele, it is always represented by small letter, that is small r. Dominant allele, whether it is present in pair or in single form, it is going to express itself wherever it is present, it is going to express itself. But for recessive allele to express itself, it must present in pair. Now allele, again definition is given in your book. Just see beta, these alleles, as they are the alternative forms of the same genes, so they in one organism they are present in pair. In every homologous pair in an organism, two chromosomes are present, one maternal and another paternal. The genes controlling every character, they are present on these chromosomes, and their forms, their alleles, they are present at the same position on these two different chromosomes. Say this is maternal chromosome and this is paternal chromosome. Look, gene A, both are controlling the same character, they are present here. Now here at position B, another gene is present. Here also recessive allele for that character, here also recessive allele for that character. Now at position C, this is the gene C. Here dominating allele is present, represented by capital C. Here recessive allele is present, represented by small c. They look at their position. One character, the gene responsible for one character, they are present at same position on different chromosome of the homologous pair. Now look at D, gene D. On first chromosome, recessive allele is present. On second chromosome, dominating allele is present. So these, in this way, all genes, they have specific position over the chromosome present in homologous pair. And on both the chromosome of a homologous pair, one allele representing the same genes are present. Now definitions here are given. Now according to the arrangement of these alleles over the chromosome, there are three conditions. If like first, look at this example. It first gene A, on first chromosome also capital A is present, means dominating allele is present, and on second chromosome also the dominant allele is present. So this combination will be capital A, that is homozygous, because both are dominating, so homozygous dominant. Second combination, small b, again the same alleles are there, the condition will be homozygous, but here recessive alleles are present, so it is called as homozygous recessive. Now for C, one allele is capital, means dominating, and another is recessive. So this condition, as two different alleles are present, it is called as heterozygous condition. And heterozygous will always be dominant because one dominant allele is able to express itself. So this is all about. After that, the next topic is genotype and phenotype. In simple language, genotype is the genetic makeup of an organism, the set of genes present in a cell of an organism, that is called as genotype. And phenotype is the physical makeup of the organism, how the which characteristic is observed in an organism, that is called as phenotype. The observable characteristics which are genetically controlled is called as phenotype. Now again giving the example of the same character, tongue rolling. Now again taking an example of tongue rolling. Tongue rolling has two different traits, tongue roller and non-tongue roller, which are controlled by two different forms of genes called as alleles. Now beta, tongue rollers, this is the dominant trait. So it will be controlled by either by two dominating allele in a pair or one dominating allele and one recessive allele. Non-tongue roller, that is a recessive trait and it will always be controlled by two recessive allele. So for non-tongue rollers, only the genes or genetic makeup is RR, small r, small r. But tongue rollers, they have two possibilities, whether they have both the dominating allele for this trait or one dominating and another recessive. If both the dominating alleles are controlling the trait, that condition is called as homozygous dominant. Now if both the recessive alleles are controlling, that is again homozygous, means same. But here the alleles are recessive, so we call it as homozygous recessive. Now the next, this one. Here one allele is dominating and another is recessive, and this condition is called as heterozygous dominant, because dominant allele, it can express in single form also. Dominant. So this is all about genotype and phenotype. Now next we will start with pedigree analysis. From parents to children, again the example of tongue rolling by the use of family chart, and this family chart is called as pedigree chart, and the analysis which is made by this chart is called as pedigree analysis. Beta, in pedigree chart, all males, they are shown by square. Males are represented by square and females by circle. Both father and mother, look at this example. Both father and mother, as they have taken tongue rolling as a character. So both father and mother, both the symbols are hollow. It means both father and mother are tongue rollers. Hollow symbol represent the normal or dominant trait. Out of the three children, now these are the three children, their next generation, two are daughter and one is son. Now again just see the symbol of these three children. Two are having hollow symbol. One daughter is having hollow circle and son is also having hollow square. It means they are normal. They are also tongue roller. Now solid symbol represent that the recessive trait in that offspring. Means this girl, because circle is there, so this is a girl or this girl is non-tongue roller. It is representing recessive trait. Now as she is non-tongue roller, means recessive alleles are dominating in her body. So the condition will be small r, homozygous recessive. Now for these two children, they are tongue rollers. So whether they are representing homozygous dominant condition or heterozygous dominant condition. Now as one of the girl is homozygous recessive, it means both the parents, they are heterozygous dominant, means one recessive allele is there in their genetic makeup or in the genes which are controlling tongue rolling character. So this is all about pedigree analysis. But after this there is one another important topic, that is Punnett square. It is a simple diagram in which different types of gametes sex cells with concerned traits, one for female parent placed on one side, and for male parent it is placed on another side, and then by cross multiply them, all the possible combination for the next generation can be taken out. So this type of square in which all the possible combinations are made, or all the possible combinations are taken out by cross multiplying the alleles of two different parents, those squares are called as Punnett square. Now after this, another column or one table is given in your book, which is represent giving showing dominant and recessive forms of some common hereditary traits in human. Now few characteristics they have taken, like eye color. This is one of the character. It has two trait, one dominant and one recessive. Brown is dominant, blue is recessive. Tongue, rolling is dominant, non-rolling is recessive. Hand, use of right hand is dominating, left hand use is recessive. Earlobe, free earlobes are dominating, attached earlobes are recessive. Lips, thick lips are dominant, thin lips are recessive. RH blood group, RH positive is dominant, RH negative is recessive. In the same way, color vision, normal color vision is dominant, color blindness is recessive. Cheek, dimpled cheeks, they are dominant, normal cheeks are recessive. There are some uncommon hereditary traits with two features are also given. Polydactyly, that is extra fingers and toes, that is dominant. Albinism, total complete loss of melanin pigment, that is a recessive trait. And camptodactyly, inability to straighten the little finger, that is also one of the dominant trait. You have to learn these traits, characteristics with these dominant and recessive trait. Next we are going to start with sex linked inheritance.